guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this. Today's video is going to finally be my 2017 my top 20 nail polishes of 2017. I've done this for the past couple of years just to kind of hone in and really pick my favorite polish of the year because I normally have way more. I did a lot of decluttering. I will link my decluttering playlist up in the corner. Oh my lord. Because I got rid of a lot of nail polish this year, which was great. And I feel like that kind of made me buy less and also use rediscover polishes that I loved. So I feel like I did some repeats this year because I usually like to just mention the newer polishes that I tried, like things I haven't tried or things from that year. So coming up with 20 was a little bit difficult because there are the few polishes I try that I don't enjoy and I pass on. Regardless, I have 20 nail polishes in front of me and I'm going to tell you all about them, why I loved them, all that jazz. I will have all of them linked down below if they're still available, which all of them should be. If not, I'll work my magic to try and find a link for you guys, but these should be somewhat readily available. So I'm just gonna shut up and we're gonna do it. Number 20 is from the Iceland collection. I'm getting rusty on my nail polish knowledge. But this is called OPI One Hecla of a Color, which I need to warn you now, a lot of these are pinks and purples, which I'm staying true to that. I'm wearing this amazing pink from Essie, which I don't remember what it's called right now. I will link it down below. But this was super pretty. It reminds me a little bit of purple palazzo pants. I still like purple palazzo pants more. And even though I love this, I may in the future end up decluttering it because over the two I would reach for the purple palazzo pants, which is from the Venice collection, which was life-changing. But this was a really cool kind of purple color for fall if you're not into dark polishes or anything like that. It was kind of a muted, darker kind of purple, but not completely like, you know, a purple that's almost black. I just thought it was interesting and fun, and of course the formula was amazing, and yeah. Number 19 is one of the Essie Gel Couture polishes, which I've been talking about these a lot because they're my new favorite thing. I love them so much. It's the Essies that come in the twisty bottles. This one is called Essie VI Please. This is from the Gala collection, and I really like this. I used this in the winter. I wasn't really feeling the red nails at the moment, so I used this and I put a glitter top coat on top of it, which is further along in this top 20. And it was just so like festive and wintry and beautiful, but this color on its own is gorgeous. It's this beautiful kind of magenta, blue magenta color. And these are just the best formula. They do not chip. If you apply too much of it, you can have issues with peeling, but that's only happened a couple times. It's usually pretty good. When I'm doing my own nails, these are my favorite nail polishes to use. I find them so easy to use. Something about the rounded brush just like makes life incredible, and I just really like these polishes. And I loved this color. Number 18 is Essie Winning Streak. Essie came out with this, shoot, what was it called? Something about a nudes collection. Nude-tude? I think I made that up. But just this amazing collection of like nude subtle colors. Not all of them are actually nude. Some of them are kind of green, kind of blue, kind of pink. And this was part of that collection. Did I say it's called Winning Streak? This was incredible. Like I immediately when they sent me the collection, when I got it in, my eyes were drawn to this one. So I tried it right away and I loved it. It reminds me a little bit of Essie Smokin' Hot, which is a amazing polish my mom turned me on to a couple years ago. But Smokin' Hot, let me grab it. As you can see, they're very similar, and in the lights they look the exact same. But I love them both equally that I can't get rid of them. Smokin' Hot is a little bit deeper of like a deeper purple, and Winning Streak is more of like a gray purple, but they're both like dark but different and amazing. I loved Winning Streak. I'll link this one as well, but this one's old news. This one's new news. New news. Oh, that's a stretch! Number 17 was actually released in 2016, but I didn't get around to trying it until now, which I have a couple of those, which I apologize, but there's only so many nail polishes I can get to. This is OPI Susie, the First Lady of Nails from the Washington, D.C. collection. I think I already said that. I mainly didn't try this so long because I thought it was very intimidating. It's this very kind of like sage, mossy green. And greens tend to be the trickiest of nail polishes for me on my skin tone. I'm very pale, so some of them just look awful. So it's always kind of nerve-wracking when I'm going to get my nails done and I pick a green because I have to live with it for a week. But I finally tried this for the festive winter Christmassy season, and it was so nice. For some reason it looks a little bit darker and more flattering on your skin than it does in the bottle, at least on my skin. But if you have like an olive skin tone, this would be beautiful. Just such a deep, dark, rich, sage, festive green color that I was living for, and I was so pleasantly surprised that I loved it as much as I did. Number 16, I used more towards the beginning of last year. This is OPI Apartment for Two. This is from the Breakfast at Tiffany's collection that came out the previous like winter. That was like their Christmas winter collection, which I love. I love a lot of those polishes. And this was just a beautiful like magenta hot pink color. I actually decluttered a lot of similar shades because I preferred this one to all of them. It just was such a beautiful formula. Like I remember watching my manicurist do it and I was just like, damn, that is a good polish. Like amazing in 2 coats, super opaque, creamy and beautiful, and I loved this pink. Number 15 I used somewhat recently. This is To the Mouse House We Go. This is from the OPI California Dreamin' collection. I wore this to Disney World for our Disney World trip because with that name, how could you not? I like saved it for that as much as I wanted to try it beforehand. I was kind of skeptical on how I was gonna feel about this. I bought it mainly for the name. I will own up to that right this minute. It is a bit of a thinner formula, so when I swatched it, I was kind of worried about how it was going to look on the nails. And I've described this before as a jelly polish, and I've said, I don't know what I mean by that, but that's what this is. And a lot of you are like, I totally understand what you mean, so I'm glad you get me. It's kind of a thinner formula, but builds up to be opaque. Absolutely beautiful. This would be a great red. This is just a great red for all the time. It's a nice bright pop of color, and it would have been beautiful for the holidays, but not just strictly for the holidays. It's not just a Christmas red. It's just a good, beautiful bright red with a good formula. Number 14 is that glitter I was talking about that I put on top of this Essie one. This is Sunrise ... Bedtime, also from the Breakfast at Tiffany's collection. This is just a beautiful glitter shade that has light pink and silver glitter, but like in the light, the glitter like catches all colors. It's just so beautiful, and I feel like I have used this multiple times. I used this on my Valentine's Day nails last year over like a light pink. I think I used Pink Friday by OPI, which is really old. It's from the Nicki Minaj collection, but I just recently put that on my toes too, and it's just like is the best pink ever. Like I keep thinking that they're gonna make one that's as good, and it's so good. So if you have that, you're lucky. If you ever see it at like a TJ Maxx or something, because I'm sure it's discontinued by now, buy it. But it's just a nice light pink glittery shade. I just love top coats like this, so yeah. Number 13 is kind of different. This is OPI Excuse Me Big Sur, S-U-R, again from the California Dreamin' collection. Gotta get the colors mixed up a little bit. It's been sitting. But this was just kind of a beautiful, it confuses me. It's like a pink, brown, not even a brown, I don't even know. It's just a very interesting nudie pink color. There's what we'll go with. And I really liked it. The formula was beautiful. I just remember liking this like a lot more than I thought I was going to like it, which happens often. I don't know why I doubt things as much as I do, but I guess that's me. And I just found that I don't really have anything like this in my collection with as many pinks and like nude pinks as I have. I don't have one that's this dark, and it's really, really nice. Number 12, I finally have a dark polish. This is OPI What Friends Are Thor from the Iceland collection. This is a beautiful, is it gray, is it brown, is it purple? I don't know, but I don't care because it's gorgeous. You just can't really go wrong with me with a polish like this. Like, it's just so good. And this collection had a couple of polishes that kind of all looked the same, but I loved them all anyway because I didn't care that they looked the same. But this one was gorge. I love polishes that like trick my mind and I can't tell what color they are. Now this one I feel like I should have put up further in the line when I was making this list, but I'm gonna leave it where it is because I don't know. But I used this more than once this year, which is very rare. Unless I'm like really loving a polish, I have so much polish that I can, you know, switch it up. But this is the Essie Gel Couture Bow Tie, B-E-A-U tie. I love this. I don't think I have for as much as I wore it, I used this when I was giving myself manicures, and those don't always turn out the best, so I don't have an Instagram picture for this, so I need to get them like either do it again nicely or get them done professionally with this so I can show you what it looks like. But just trust, it is gorgeous. My favorite nail polish of all time is OPI Sapphire in the Snow, which is very discontinued. I way overpaid on eBay for it, but it is just this beautiful purpley blue color that's dark but also so bright in certain lights. And I think that I may have found a very close, maybe not exact, but a very close dupe. Because every time I have this on my nails, I'm just gonna put that there. That's gonna bother everybody for the rest of the thing. I'll just put it here. Every time I had this on my nails, it reminded me of that, and I was like, no wonder I love this so much. And when I opened this package as well, my eyes immediately were drawn to this one because it's just so beautiful. So that's why I think it should be further up in the list, because it's a pretty much an exact dupe of my favorite nail polish ever. But I don't know what I was thinking that day. But it's beautiful, amazing, love it. try it if you like blues. Really good for the winter too. Top 10 time. Just have a mountain of hair today. I like freshly washed it, so it's just like. Number 10, another polish that was released in 2016, but I didn't get around to trying it until this year. This is OPI One Chic Chick from the Pastels collection, which is one of my favorite collections ever. It was like a mini collection release, so it was only 6 polishes. I have and love all 6 of them. And this was the yellow of the collection. It's a little bit similar to OPI Towel Me About It, which was from another amazing mini collection. I think it was called the Retro collection. It was from a summer release. They're very similar, but this one is a little bit more like understated, muted. Like, yes, it's yellow, but it's not really bright and like drawing your eye to like, you know how people like wear bright yellow nail polish and it's like, that's yellow. This is more of like a nudie yellow, if you will, like an off-white, like a cream, but more yellow than cream. And I love these for the spring when like I'm tired of wearing bright colors but I don't want to be completely boring. It's just fun. It's like a nude shade but it's like a little bit yellow. I think you get it. Number 9, I loved. This is Essie S'il vous plaît. I was so excited to try this and it lived up to my expectations. I kept seeing it all over Instagram. Then they sent it to me and I was so stoked and I was like, yes, and I immediately put it on. And I loved it. I can be pretty picky when it comes to metallic polishes or chrome or whatever you'd call this. When it has like this much shimmer in it and not glitter, I can be very iffy about it. But this was not streaky. It was just the right amount of sheen. Like, I don't know, polishes that like have a small amount of sheen annoy me. I don't know why. But this one is like, I'm sheeny and I'm here to stay. So it's like confident with its sheen and I am also confident in its sheen. It's just really pretty. It's a beautiful like silvery pink metallic color. Great formula and I loved it. Number 8 is a light purple color. This is Polly Want a Lacquer from the Fiji collection, which I've been looking at pictures for the new, I forget what the new collection is called, but it looks identical to the Fiji collection and identical to the Brazil collection. Like, it just doesn't look new and exciting. Hopefully in person some of them will look better, but like I didn't really want any of them, to be honest. I mean, they're beautiful shades. It's just like shades I feel like I already have, but we'll get to that later in the future. This was beautiful, and somehow, unlike any of the other OPI lavender shades I had, all the other lavender shades I have from OPI, I'm sure I have an Essie one like this, are more of like a pinky lavender. This is more of like a true creamy lavender color, and it's beautiful. I loved it on the nails. I knew I was gonna love it. This was the first one I tried from that collection, and you can't beat a good lavender polish, so I have nothing else to say. Number 7, I have another lavender polish, but this one's a little more pinky lavender, like I said. This is Essie Baguette Me Not. My neighbors just started watching something really loud. I feel like you're going to be able to hear that. This is actually pretty similar to the color I have on now, except the color I have on now is a little bit more pink. This was stunning. I was obsessed. Just an amazing formula, an amazing color, and I don't have much more to say about it, but I just love these for the springtime, this kind of color, as you can see. Number 6 is OPI Getting Naughty on My Honeymoon, which I might have to wear this on my honeymoon, which will be later this year. I just like to be really themed with my nail polish, which, speaking of wedding and nail polish, I am going to be doing a video on my choices that I have going for what I'm going to wear on my wedding day, because it's like a really big question in my life that I've been questioning ever since birth. Like, way before I like even met Bradley, it was like a struggle, like what the hell am I going to wear on my nails on my wedding day? Because there's just so many options and I love too many things. So we will talk about that. I will do a whole separate video on it. But back to this. Getting Naughty on My Honeymoon from the Fiji collection. Breathtaking, so beautiful. Reminds me a little bit of OPI, what's the double scoop? I believe that's what it's called. But I kept them both because they're just slightly different enough to keep both of them. This one's a little bit more of like a light baby pink, but it's just so bright. It reminds me just a touch of Mod About You. To me, nothing touches Mod About You. Like, it's just such a unique polish to me. And I get a lot of questions like, do you think this is the same as Mod About You? And I never feel like it is. I guess this is similar with a little less of that pop, but still has a lot of pop. I don't know how to describe it. It's just a beautiful, creamy, light pink color with an amazing formula, and I just love it. Top 5, number 5 was amazing. This is OPI Malibu Peer Pressure. I remember when I got my nails done, I like made an Instagram story about it. I was like, my nail lady always does a good job, but I think this was maybe the second greatest manicure she's ever given me, and I was just like flabbergasted. My nails just looked incredible. But this was the perfect, bright, hot Barbie pink ever, and I loved it. And I decluttered a lot of hot pinks because this one was so good that I was like, you know what, this is the only one I'm gonna want to reach for. An amazing formula, opaque in 2 coats, and just like stunning. In the summer, I'm gonna totally grab for this again because it was amazing. Number 4 is actually a polish that I decluttered. If you watch those videos, I decluttered this. And I was going through them to like, I have a shop Instagram where I sell lightly used polishes and makeup and clothes and stuff. But if Essie sent me something, I don't sell them. I give them to like a sister or something. So I was like going through the nail polish, making piles of like, this is going to this and this and this. But I picked this one out of the pile and I was like, oh, I do love this. And I was really looking forward to trying it. I don't know why I got rid of it. I think just because like I had a bunch of similar stuff. So I looked up swatches of it and I was like, nope, not getting rid of that. And I'm so happy I didn't because it's my #4 polish of the year. It's just a very interesting color. It's like pink, a little bit of like a salmon orangey coral pink on the nails. It's beautiful. Did I say what it's called? It's called Excuse Me Sir. Not to be confused with Excuse Me Big Sur. There was a mix up and they both are Sir themed. But to be fair, this one came out first. I love this. It's a peachy coral light pink. So good, the best formula, and when I had this on my nails I could not stop staring at it. #3, we have another Essie Gel Couture polish. This is called Inside Scoop. I used this so much this year. I already mentioned that I don't usually gravitate towards the same polish twice, but I loved this so much I think I used it 3 times, and you can kind of tell I've made a dent in it, which is very rare. But this is beautiful. Again, my favorite nail polish formula right now to do on myself at home. This is just the perfect like classy sheer but opaque pink. I did 3 coats of this because I do like it to be more opaque than sheer, but if you are a sheer kind of gal, 2 works beautifully as well. And it's just gorgeous and I love it. #2 is maybe a little bit of a cheat, but not even, because it's literally life-changing. And I picked the Essie Gel Couture top coat as my #2 polish of the whole year. I was gonna give it #1, but I felt like that would piss some of you off, so I didn't do that. As far as nail polishes go, this has changed my life. I bring this with me to the nail salon now. I'm that extra of a person. And I don't just use this on the Gel Couture polishes. I use it on top of everything now because it's really, really chip resistant. Like, it's incredible. My nails tend to chip pretty fast because I'm always cleaning or doing dishes, or just I do things with my hands all the time, as most people do, but this really, really prevents chipping. I will get grow out on my nails before I will get chips, which for me is just like amazing. So if you haven't tried this, you must. It's amazing. The shine is incredible, but just mainly your nails don't chip. Thumbs up. And I have tested it with other polishes besides the one it's made for, and it works just fine. I used to use Seche Feet and I won't be anymore. I'll just be using this because I love it. And #1, which I feel like I've talked about this a lot and you probably guessed it already, but my #1 polish is OPI Less is Norse, which just so happens to be the polish I was wearing when I got engaged, which I'm really, really excited about. And it's just the most beautiful like navy blue purple color. Like, it's crazy. I don't have anything like it. When I was trying to find a place for it in my nail polish racks, I was like, I don't know where I'm gonna put this because it doesn't like go with other things. It's beautiful, has the best formula. And like I said, some of those other polishes in this Iceland collection were very similar, but this is the best of the best out of that for me. Would be beautiful in all skin tones. I'm very pale, but if you have dark, deep skin tones as well, it would be beautiful. And it's just beautiful. How many times can I say it? And I'm very happy that it ended up being the nail polish that I got engaged in because I couldn't stop looking at my hand, and well, I still can't. It's still beautiful. But if you haven't tried it, I will have it linked down below with the rest of these. It's very different, but very good. Okay guys, that is it for my top 20 polishes of 2017. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you found it helpful. Please leave me a comment down below with your top favorite nail polish, or your top 20, or your top 10, top 5, whatever you want to tell me. Down below in a comment. I love to talk nail polish. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll stop rambling because I'm sure this video was 30 minutes long. But I love you. I will see you guys in the next one, and I will see you then. Okay, wow. Bye!